shoulders onto the bench. The reason why your shoulders are here is because it's attached to your arms, which means you can use your arms to activate the posterior pattern of your body, okay? So from this position, again, 90 degrees roughly or slightly closer, you generally want your heels to be directly under your knees when you're in the finish of the bridge. Right, so when your bridge up here, you definitely want your heels, so this is too far in, and that's usually too far out. But you can use modified angles, it's totally fine. So from here, you're trying to use your shoulders into the bench. You also want to make sure you're not coming up and going into the dog posture, okay? So tilt the pelvis, engage the shoulder blades, and then you can apply resistance through a stability ball so they resist down. Now when people drop down, they're going to tend to arch down. You should be able to drop down in neutral. So you want to have a neutral position at the bottom, push up through neutral, and fall back down through neutral. So as long as your shoulder blades are supported on the bench, you're going to have freedom of your thorax down. But if you make the mistake of getting too much on, you have no choice to arch down on the bench. Does that make sense? Okay? So this is A. Okay? Exercise A. B. So now that's a glute dominant bridge. Then there's a hamstring dominant bridge. And the reason being is that your foot's flat on the ground. So as soon as and the push is from the foot. As soon as we make the pulling from the heel, it becomes hamstring dominant. Okay, so this one's a glute dominant bridge. This one's a hamstring dominant bridge. So as soon as I start doing this, so again, neutral. Now the floor is here, so neutral fine. Engage the shoulder blades, chin tucked, gaze straight up. Bridge up. This is more difficult because it's a smaller set of muscles, but yet also enhances hamstring activity, which we often have too much of in the first place, okay? But the glutes finish this action, so make sure you don't leave your hips here. Make sure the glutes are the finisher. Try and finish through the glutes as best as possible. So, easy, harder, harder again, okay? And then that is still short levered. So from here, that's short levered, but if I go further back, this turns into a long lever. Now this gets more difficult, okay? Does that make sense? Then you can add stability balls on your feet. Right, so you got stable